wreck. Time to get your tech wreck.
Tech wreck. Chicky.
Tech wreck. Time to get your tech wreck.
All right, Sanjay, it's tech wreck time. What do you have for us this week?
So I have been on the hunt for a good battery charger. I had one before. I might have recommended it before, the Nightcore battery charger, but it was very temperamental, that previous one. So I found a new one. I think that is.
And by battery charger, you mean like reusable AA battery charger?
AAA.
Okay, just like you could have been talking car or house or something. So I'm just making sure. Okay,
like household batteries.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Nickel metal hydride, lithium ion,
got it.
all the things, everything except alkaline. You know, alkalines can be recharged, but this one has 8 bays, and it's got a little. The design is nice because it's got a little bit of curve at the bottom. So it really nestles the battery in the right spot. That was my problem with my previous one, is that a little bit of jiggling and it would disconnect. And I didn't like that. So this one, I also like the fact that it's not USB based. So many of the battery chargers are now USB based, and those seem to be a little temperamental too. So this
got a Panasonic one that plugs straight into the wall, man. It's great.
This is a plug straight into the wall, little jack into the thing, 8 of them. And it tells you all the things you want to know, the internal resistance, how much it's charged, all of those things. So internal resistance, you should really pay attention to as that goes up, which it does over time with reusable batteries. That means the battery has less and less life. And at some point you need to toss it because it's not going to hold much juice anymore because of that. So
when you toss it, does it land heads up or down?
It depends on the way that it starts, is what it depends on. But this one is called the MyBoxer 8-bay smart charger. Check it out in the show notes for a link to Amazon, and see if you want one yourself there. So
that's great.
What about you, Adam? What do you have for this week? Something that doesn't need batteries, it looks like.
I mean, you have to recharge it.
It's got built-in batteries.
Yeah. So I can't remember if Mickey recommended this when he was on the show, but I'm going to recommend the Kindle Scribe. So I haven't even told you about this because we haven't even talked this week, but I decided last week to buy a Kindle Scribe. And at first I wasn't going to. I was kind of like, I don't need that. And man, turns out I need it. It's so great. So here's the thing. Okay. Here's the sell. I'm going to sell you. Here are the selling points.
Okay.
Number 1, if you read a lot, reading on a much larger screen makes it a whole lot easier, especially with nonfiction books, to skim through sections that you don't need to read. So I can now read so much faster with this than I could on the tiny Paperwhite, which I love like that. Because I read a ton. So now I should be able to get through even more books because I have more surface area. The other thing is I love taking handwritten notes during meetings, but I've been using a notebook for years. And notebooks, I mean, they use paper. Those are materials. Like I don't really like that it's using materials. I have to buy new notebooks and all that stuff. So this solves that problem. The other thing that I just sort of discovered yesterday and is just beautiful is I'm able to like the part of the Kindle Scribe's beauty is you can take a PDF and you can just write all over that PDF and it just saves it perfectly. Right. Yeah. Right. So you can sign documents, whatever. But what that also means is I can create the perfect daily planner for myself in Canva. And then I can send that to my Kindle Scribe for the month of October. And I've got a daily planner for October that's all written up and marked up and it's beautiful and is exactly what I wanted because I created it. And so that's just amazing. And I love it. So it's the greatest device. I'm really enjoying it. I like the Pro pen better than the basic pen. I got the 16 gig, the smallest version, because I don't need that much space on there. I'll just get rid of books as I don't need them. So it's fantastic.
So I recently saw somebody with one of those Remarkable.
Remarkable is great too, but you can't read your books.
They loved it.
Yeah, but you can't read your books. That's the problem. So for me, because I read over an hour a day, I want one device where I can read all my books and take all my notes and do all my planning. And like that's the Kindle Scribe in perfection.
So I tried out their Remarkable and it felt exactly like writing pen on paper.
Oh yeah.
How does this feel like in terms of that? There's
no lag at all. And it's got like just enough of that friction to feel like it's pen or pencil and paper. And it even like the stylus is even wear down over time. And they give you like little replacement stylus tips for it because it literally, there is some degree of friction intentionally on it. So whereas like when you're writing on an iPad, it's like super slick because it's a glass screen and that's the nature of it. This is not that at all. It's got a very nice feel to it.
So does this mean that the screen on the Kindle is going to wear at some point as well?
I don't know. I mean, it's first generation. I don't think so. I would think hopefully they would have accounted for that, but don't know. I haven't seen any marks or any evidence of any marks on mine, and I haven't seen any reviews. And it's been out for 6 to 8 months now. I haven't seen any reviews that claim that, and I assume several people are using this quite a bit every day.
Right,
so I assume it'll hold up just fine. So
that's cool.
It's a fantastic device.
I need to think about something like this.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll give you a little behind the scenes tour after we're done recording. You'll love it. It's great. So
love it.